made it to Gizo Hospital, invalid in tow. We've managed to pull the dinghy up on the beach very close to the hospital so we didn't have to walk very far. So he's still all bandaged up. It's a bit red still, but oh yeah, that's looking beautiful. Dave's assumed his normal position.
I just changed it, like, just before we came in, so...
It's really funny. These antibiotics have just been wheeled into the triage room and just looking on the pole. I can only surmise that that's possibly leftover blood from someone. Rust, maybe? Oh, beautiful. You don't have to watch if you don't want to.
I'm going to put a hole in that.
Yes. Make it a really big hole.
Yes.
You got a bloody...
I know, but loving it.
Sorry. Just a bit. There you go, they're almost done.
Yeah.
There you go, it's done.
You were super good at that. Well practiced.
Oh no, this is going to hurt you when it comes out.
Well done, look at that. Can you see it going through the tube?
How's it going down?
Well, it needs to make sure there's no air in it, you see. We don't want to fill them full of bubbles, do we?
To get rid of all the bubbles. That will cause problems.
Yeah, cause a few problems, yep. Okay, so the kids have just told me that in the back of our dinghy we have a sea crate. And yes, yes, we do have a sea crate. Oh my goodness.
We'll have to get the tongs out.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody will bite.
That's a bit of a pain, actually.
Just grab it by the head so it doesn't bite you. I hate snakes.
Whoa, don't come back.
This is Michael and his wife and his children, and they're going to come and take a ride with us today. We picked Michael up here in Gizo, and we travelled along here through the pass right next to the airport, down past Sambus Resort and out through the entrance into the lagoon near Kennedy Island. Then we shot across the water to Kolombangara Island, which is the big circle, and dropped Michael and his family off at Gateri, which is where he got to celebrate Father's Day. This evening we've stopped in a place called Honiara, and we stopped here because it looked suitable for us to anchor in just for the night, because we've dropped Michael and his family off at their village, which is just the village next to this one, and the anchorage wasn't quite good enough for us to stay, so we've pulled into this little area, and we did get some people yell out, "Go away, coronavirus, we don't want you here," which was pleasant. But we anchored anyway, and were met by a couple of girls who came out, and we talked to them about coronavirus and how long we've been in town for. I do love how we ask the locals though, Dave, if there's any crocodiles here, and we get, "Oh, not many. It only takes one."
I know. And then they start saying, "Oh yeah, there's one over there, and then there's a couple over there." And,
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Any big ones? Yeah. Oh well, no problem then.
Once Dad's ankle was better, we soon found our way back to Supato for more canoe sinking and games with the kids on shore.
Steffi's trying to organise a game at midnight. We taught them, or the kids of this village, how to play yesterday, and we had a great time. And they didn't want to stop, they're just like Energizer bunnies.
I see the light. if this is a light.
And he lost another tooth last night, so we're talking a bit funny.
My pet snake. Oh, head. Toes. Another tree.
you find these?
We magicked them out of Gizo.
Oh, that's where you found them.
So this is what Zeffie made for Reef. She spent the last couple of evenings putting it together. Well, this is our last full day in Supato, which is on Vela La Vela, and it's Reef's birthday today. He's just turned 6, and what we've organised is another hunt for some crocodiles up a local river. So our ride is just on its way now. Here he comes. This is Johnson. He's going to take us. He has a shop here in the village of Supato. And him and his friend are going to take us up the river. It's our birthday boy.
Okay, next one.
Good morning, Johnson.
Good morning. The custom story here. You arrive in the front water
Yes.
and you wash your face. For every custom, things will recognize you.
The villages of the Solomon Islands differ in their customary crocodile beliefs. Some believe good people needn't concern themselves about the crocodiles, as these predators will only attack bad people who've done wrong. Others, such as the people of Supato, believe the crocodiles are their ancestors, who like to be spoken to and remembered. Although we saw a few crocodile splashes, we again missed catching a croc on film.
Being so far west, we decided to sail for the island of Simbo.
Our arrival in Simbo yesterday wasn't that welcome. Dave went ashore and talked to the locals about the fact that we are not just coming down from PNG and that we've been in the Solomon Islands for 6 months now, but the locals, even though they'd called immigration and got the go-ahead, that we were an okay boat to be here, still too frightened to welcome guests. So we've been here one night and we're going to lift the anchor this morning and leave and head back to Gizo, start getting our provisions together, drop things off that we've borrowed from people, gift some things away, and then start making our way down to Honiara. Another glorious day at Sambas. The water is crystal clear. Just spent the morning getting a video done for Dennis of all of the time he spent with us on the boat. He's just disappeared under our boat having another look. This is our ankle buoy we keep on our anchor when we're at Sambas, so we know where our anchor is. Lots of bommies to get caught on here.
Dennis is just checking the propeller for us because we've got some really bad vibration when it goes into reverse. So he's just underneath having
So
a
he's
look.
just disappeared, has he?
Yeah, it's just disappeared. He's having a look.
Oh, I can see some legs. Here he comes.
No.
It doesn't seem like anything wrong with it, eh?
Okay. Oh, well, that's good to know.
So we've been playing a game of tag with Dennis this morning, and Zeffie's in, and she's absolutely determined to tag Dennis, and he's determined not to be tagged. So this is where these two have ended up. This is our final sunset outside Sambas. We've said goodbye to the team, which was quite sad. Maybe our paths will cross another time. But it really is time for us to be making our way back to New Zealand to get all essential repairs done. Let's just hope we have a good journey. We're now on our eastward stretch, heading down to Honiara, and we're about to call into Noro. We've been here a few times. We're just going to go and say goodbye to Billy from immigration, who's been incredibly helpful in our time here in the Solomons. But soon we're just going to go and anchor at Nusagali, which we're very familiar with. Stay there for a couple of days, wait for the weather, and then head into Maruva Lagoon. Just caught another fish. Oh, what's it going to be, P? Don't know. It's a shark, honey. We got the team holding the rod. Dave down there.
Tug of war.
It is a bit like tug of war, isn't it?
Hold on, guys.
We've got it. We've got it.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the hook out of his fin. The poor thing.
I know.
We've travelled for 11 hours to get to the most eastern side of Morovo Lagoon from the top of Rendova Island today. And we've just arrived just on sunset, but we're quite familiar with this particular spot, so it's been quite easy anchoring. And this is as far east in the Western Province as we can be. So next journey will be down to Honiara. So leaving Morovo Lagoon, guys, how are you feeling?
Good.
Good? Next stop, Honiara to check out. It's kind of sad to be leaving the Solomons, although it's been a safe place to stay during COVID, hasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, Che, what's your favourite place in the Solomons?
New Sagilly.
Noosagalli?
I mean the Arnavan
Oh, and the Arnavan Islands with the turtles. Zippy, what do you think?
Sapato.
Oh, you like Sapato. What was it about Sapato you liked?
Just we played with the kids quite a lot.
Yeah, we did. We had a great time. You met a friend there, didn't you? Yeah. So keep in touch with Gloria. And P, what do you think?
I liked Sambus, Arnavan Islands, and Sapato.
Cool, I did too. But we're all sad to be leaving the Western Province and the Solomons. But the adventure has to continue.
Yeah.
Coming into Honiara this morning. But we've had a bit of carnage on the boat overnight. I have no idea how we got all of this, but must have been some birds flew overhead and just bombed the boat. Well, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning and we've arrived in Honiara, and we're just sitting here floating around in the bay making some water and doing some washing. We'll probably have some showers so that we can fill the tanks up with water before we head into the harbour, because it's pretty foul at anchor or on a mooring in Honiara harbour. But there is a boat in the harbour at the moment that was caught by the Solomon police, and it's been trashed actually recently by the Solomon locals because it's been abandoned at anchor in their harbour. And we're going to go and check it out and see what it looks like now. Just there in front of us is the abandoned boat. It was a boat that was brought into the Solomon Islands, having stopped in a few other places to pick up drugs or drop drugs off. So the inhabitants of that boat are now in prison. Here's our diver coming to change the line that's on the mooring. The owner of this mooring isn't really happy about the line he's got on it, just because of the size of our boat, and also because it was never meant to be there for very long. And now we've just given him a reason to get it changed, so he's called the diver out, and the poor guy's having to just pull it across. We've just offered to take it over for him, but he's all right. He's just going to swim across. The kids this morning decided they wanted curded milk.
Oh my god.
Oh, gross.
Did your face draw some, Ruth? Tay?
Yes, I would like some.
Oh, that's just wrong in so many ways. The weather didn't allow us to leave Honiara straight away, which gave us the time to visit some of the sites of Honiara, such as the American War Memorial. But it also gave us time to explore options for repairing our port sail drive, which had progressively got noisier after leaving Morovo Lagoon. We were hoping it was worn bearings, but only a haul out would confirm. But where to get hauled out? Join us next time as we haul out on Jenga chops and start our journey home to New Zealand.